Gets that about filled up with eggs. She lays about 1,500 eggs a day. And then I'll put another deep on it. And she'll move up. And then the nectar will start flowing. And then I'll start putting westerns on. And that's where they'll store the honey. That's kind of it in a nutshell. Anybody who's interested can keep tuning in to my YouTube channel, SSSOSSS and Stories, and watch the progress. You may even be able to see me get my ass stung a few times. I hope not. So I'll be suiting up though. I'm not macho about that kind of stuff. It's better to be safe and relaxed when you're handling the bees. If you're having to be real careful, worried about getting stung, that can get the bees riled up, just because they sense what's going on with you. So always want to be calm, cool, collected. So first thing I'm going to do is get my shop vac out here, the miracle that it is. Get everything all cleaned out. These are boxes that he's used quite a bit. See, this is foundation, and this is see there, cells that have already been drawn out. That they put this, they make that stuff. So right now what Bob's doing is he's preparing foundation for me by dipping it into beeswax, and then I'll get it. This is a queen extruder. The workers can get through here, but the queen can't. That way the queen doesn't come up and start laying eggs in the same place where the bees are storing the honey and the nectar and the pollen. So, because you don't want them mixed up. Okay, more frames. See, with more, this foundation already is built with the cells, and then the bees will work on that. Okay, let's just put that there. I have a few days of dry weather, so I can leave those outside. But what I'll probably do is move them into that house, into the back room, which is going to be my shop. Okay. What we have here, I did a video just before, you see, just before this one, of Bob's shop. Man, he's got everything. So he gave me a little neat's foot oil to put on my gloves. Not these gloves. I need to get some new beekeeping gloves. That makes them nice and soft and pliable. You got to be careful you don't put anything poisonous where the bees can get to them. That's why when I paint these hives, you just paint the outside. You never paint the insides. And then you have your feeders for sugar water. That supplements their diet, especially when you start taking honey, because that's their food. You start taking their food and they're not gonna make it. So that's what this. So I'll take a, see, that's got propolis in the holes that they got a hole that they're not using. They fill it up with propolis. And so what I will do is take a little nail and just poke those little holes open. Look, he gave me some brushes and a scraper so I can scrape these things, clean them up, paint them. Look at that, look at that. He gave me a gallon of paint. Yeah. A couple buckets. Carry stuff around in. Okay. We're on a roll, apparently, people, so it's almost time to get rolling on the garden. So I got to get that all figured out, what I'm going to plant, when I'm going to plant it, where I'm going to plant it, how I'm going to plant it. If I could get some kind of help planting it, that would be great. I kind of want to make this sort of a community effort. Share what I can with people that need it. And try to make my money doing other stuff. But, you know, I need money. So, and with the way things are going, I'm sure people will be wanting to buy my vegetables and my honey. Maybe I can end up with a honey. Ooh, that'd be nice. I was hoping for one that doesn't appear is gonna be materializing, so regrouping. Okay, looks like I've got everything out of here. Got a little garbage, but I'll take care of that. Okay, here I'm gonna finish up this fence. I need a few more panels. Okay, so here we are. I'm just gonna throw that over there for a minute. I had my first powwow meeting. It's a group of writers, W-R-I-T-E-R-S. So I'm going to be writing, and then I'm going to be publishing and selling books, stuff like that. So I've got my first book of poems I did. Poems, The Way to a Woman's Soul, by Michael G.K., MBA. I'm a monkey business administrator. So here I am. Beside every great man, there's a great woman. It's always been that way. We've just been saying it wrong. Huh? What's the saying? Behind every great man? Or behind every successful man? Nah. Beside. I came up with that. And then so what I do is I find a picture, and then I write a poem on it. Okay. So on the back, I put a butterfly. These are emojis from Facebook, and then the old smiley face, which I love.